Hello, ESS Clean employees. It is great to be talking to you all again as we come up on another open enrollment season. My name is Allison. I am with BPA Troxel, the broker partner with ESS Clean. And we just wanted to take this opportunity to review your annual open enrollment process and some benefit and plan changes that are going to go into effect on March 1st of 2023. So here we are again, open enrollment. It will begin on Monday, February 13th at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and be available to you through Wednesday, February 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please take an opportunity within that time frame to log into Employee Navigator so that you can complete your open enrollment process. That said, we will be using Employee Navigator again for this upcoming open enrollment. So this screen that I'm sharing should look very familiar to you. It is your employee homepage once you've logged into your Employee Navigator account. So please, when you want to complete your open enrollment, go to the Employee Navigator website, use your username and password that you've previously created, and log into your account. If you happen to have forgotten your username, it should be in the Employee Navigator email you received on Monday when open enrollment started. And if you happen to also forget your password, there is a reset password link on your Employee Navigator login page. So please feel free to use that. If you have any questions or issues, contact HR with ESS Clean or myself, and we would be happy to help regain access to your Employee Navigator account for you. Once you have logged into your site, let's go ahead and just start enrollment. You'll see it right here on your homepage. That'll take you to a few instructions on how to complete open enrollment, although the process is very similar to what we've completed in the past. Just a few reminders. It'll take you to the personal information page. Any information that is already in the Employee Navigator system will show up and already be pre-populated on each page for you. But in the event any information is missing or incorrect, please add it or update it. Review the information before you go ahead and click Save and Continue. That'll take you to the next step, which is your address. If you already have an address in the system, please review it to make sure it hasn't changed or is out of date if you happen to have moved or anything over the past year. And if there is not an address already in the system, please go ahead and add that. Once you've reviewed the information or input anything necessary, go ahead and click Save and Continue. If it asks you to verify your address, this is just something that Employee Navigator has partnered with a similar to Google Maps style system, just verifying the address information. On the next step, you will get to dependent information. If you currently have any spouse or dependents already added to the Employee Navigator system or covered under any of your benefits, they should already show up here, but please verify the information is correct, or go ahead and add any spouse or dependent children to the plan, not to the plan, to this page here, so that you can add them very easily in the enrollment steps moving forward. Also add a dependent child, just for when we're walking through. Now that information that we just input on this the dependent information page is populated, you can review it, and then go ahead and click Save and Continue. That brings us to our actual benefit pages, our medical, dental, and vision as we move forward. And ESS Clean works very hard every year to ensure that they are offering you the best possible plans as consistently as possible, but also at an affordable premium out of each of your payroll deductions. That said, we are going to continue partnering with Health Alliance moving into this new plan year. beginning on March 1st of 2022, there are a couple benefit and plan changes that I did want to outline and point you in the right direction of where you can see those benefit changes. Along the top of this page, you will see that although we are continuing to partner with Health Alliance and continuing to offer the health reimbursement arrangement, the HRA, through BPC, your employee deductible for employee-only coverage is increasing slightly from the current $1,500 to $1,650. You will also notice, though, that the overall deductible of the plan is increasing as well to $9,100. That means that ESS Clean is continuing to contribute through the HRA a total of $7,450 on the employee-only coverage tier. So that's very generous and an increase from this past year, but still trying to keep the employee deductible for employee-only coverage reasonably low and not subject to as much of an increase. So again, employee deductible, your initial responsibility will be the first $1,650 of that $9,100 deductible, but ESS Clean will continue contributing the remaining deductible of $7,450. When you're looking at each benefit page, you will notice along the right-hand column, there are helpful resources. This is where you'll be able to pull plan summaries or visit websites for provider directory searches. I do want to point out that this plan summary is a really great resource for you to see what each of the covered benefits will cost you out of pocket. So if you're looking for what the coverage is for any specific benefits, maybe a primary care physician, a specialist visit, you can reference this plan summary to see how much it will cost you out of pocket. So a primary care office visit is $40, specialist is an $80 copay, and so on. So if you're looking for what any specific services will cost you as the member, please refer back to this plan summary and it will list all of those detailed information pieces. I do also want to point out this HRA overview. So if you're looking for anything as a better understanding of the health reimbursement account, this is going to be the basic structure of the HRA illustrated for you in a very easy way to see it outlined. It does show that your employee responsibility in employee-only coverage is the first $1,650. Then ESS Clean will pay the remaining $7,450, totaling $9,100 as the plan deductible overall. It gives you a little bit of outlined information regarding the HRA in particular. We can carry down to this second page, and it truly illustrates that HRA structure once again for your convenience. You'll see the first bucket is what you're responsible for paying towards the deductible, $1,650 right here. Once you move into the expenses beyond that, the $1,651 through $9,100 total, the HRA will reimburse in full for in-network covered services through Health Alliance. Health Alliance partners with BPC to administer this HRA. So if you have any specific questions or issues, you are able to contact them directly at that phone number listed in red on this page. Or feel free, you can always reach out to myself, Allison, with BPA Troxel. I'm happy to help. Although I don't have any visibility into your claims, I am more than willing to reach out to these carriers and try to help you navigate the questions or issues you might be experiencing through this HRA or any of your plans. So that'll bring me back to this enrollment page in the enrollment process. If you are going to enroll into any of the benefits, you would want to select or add any spouse and dependent children that you're covering. You will see that the per pay amount that you contribute towards these benefits will calculate for you. So you will see from our current plan year to this new plan effective March 1st of 2023, the payroll deduction amount is increasing just slightly from current to this new plan, but it will calculate if you cover any spouse or children or a family. If there are ever any benefits that you do not want to enroll into, instead of just clicking Save and Continue with not selecting it, you do have to click Don't Want This Benefit. Input a reason why, apply and move forward. In the event there is ever a benefit that you decline or enroll into and you decided before open enrollment closed that you wanted to go in and change that election, you can go back to that benefit and say, you know what, I actually want to enroll into the medical plan. Select the plan, add any spouse or dependents if you would like to cover them as well, and then click Save and Continue. And then you can keep moving forward and it will save that election. If you enroll into the medical plan, you will see that the HRA benefit automatically unlocks because they come together as a package plan. The medical automatically enrolled you into the HRA so that you do have the ESS Clean HRA contribution towards that deductible. So this just outlines the health reimbursement account one more time. And we'll save and continue. That brings us to our dental plan. So the good news is that our dental rates are not going to increase at all. They will remain exactly the same as they have been this past plan year, but we will be moving carriers. So we're moving from the standard that you currently have for dental coverage to Mutual of Omaha as of March 1st of 2023. If you are currently enrolled through the standard into the dental plan and you have any rollover max accumulated benefits, Mutual of Omaha will allocate that same amount to your new plan. So shortly after March 1st, you can expect to see any rollover benefits reflected on your Mutual of Omaha dental plan. But please allow a little bit of administrative time for Mutual of Omaha to allocate that to your member account. And that said, if possible, we are recommending that you schedule any dental appointments or procedures mid-March and anytime after that. Because we are switching carriers, there is a little administrative work behind the scenes in the Mutual of Omaha system to get your enrollment processed and reflected in the system so your dentist can see your member information. But rest assured, if you already have any dentist appointments or anything scheduled early in March, that is no problem. Your coverage will be effective on and after March 1st of 2023. So if you happen to have an appointment or any services before your dentist happens to see your enrollment in the Mutual of Omaha system, we can go ahead and get claims reprocessed as soon as the enrollment is completed. Similar to your medical page, you will see some plan summary and a dental network search. I do recommend going into the Mutual of Omaha provider directory to make sure your dentists are still in network, so you're getting the best possible pricing for the services. Because we are switching from the standard to Mutual of Omaha, we just want to make sure your dentists are still participating in network. And if you want to enroll in this plan, you can select it, add any spouse or children to be covered, or click Don't Want This Benefit if you wanted to decline. As we move forward, that takes us to the vision benefit, which we are continuing to offer the exact same vision plan through VSP. The rates are increasing just slightly for this next plan year. If you're looking for any of that plan information, the summary and VSP website is along the right-hand column. You can either select the benefit, add any child or spouse to the plan that you would like to cover, or click Don't Want This Benefit, apply. And that takes us to the group life benefit that ESS Clean offers all full-time employees. It is a $15,000 life insurance benefit that they pay in full on your behalf. So this is just an annual opportunity and reminder to see this benefit, and on the next step, list who you would like your beneficiary to be for this life insurance claim should it be necessary throughout the plan year. You can go ahead and name a beneficiary by clicking Add a Beneficiary. If you're going to be naming any of your spouse or dependents that you included on the dependent information page, you can drop down and select them here. Please note, we recommend adding as much of this information as you have available to keep the claim as clean and seamless as possible in the event it is necessary. But if you only have a little bit of the information, go ahead and input what you do have, and we recommend retrieving as much of this information as you can over the short term and revisiting your Employee Navigator account and adding it at a later date. Also note that this allocation percentage must equal 100%. So you are allocating 100% of your group life benefit to one dependent, or you break it up into multiple dependents, whether that be a spouse or dependent children, whomever. If you allocate it to two people, you'll have to add two beneficiaries under this section and put 50% for each. If you choose 4 different people, you can allocate 25% to each or break it out however you want, as long as the allocation percentage equals 100% at the end. Once the information is in the system, go ahead and click continue. And that brings us to our voluntary short-term disability page. ESS Clean is moving the voluntary short-term and long-term disability coverage from Kansas City Life to Mutual of Omaha, effective March 1st of 2023. But this is a great opportunity to enroll into voluntary short-term or long-term disability if you are currently enrolled or if you had not previously elected the coverage. At this year's open enrollment, this will be your one opportunity to elect either or both voluntary short-term or long-term disability benefits without being required to submit an evidence of insurability to apply for the coverage. If you do not take short-term or long-term disability at this year's open enrollment and you choose it at a later time, you will be required to apply for that coverage and have the carrier approve it or possibly decline it down the road. So, all that said, you can see the voluntary long-term and short-term plan summaries are included on both of the pages, just so you can, see the plans, compare the plans, and know what you're enrolling into. You can either select the benefit, save and continue, or decline it if you do not want it. And that brings us to the next voluntary long-term disability page. So basically the same information applies, but instead of that being the short-term disability plan that you were enrolling into or declining, this is the voluntary long-term disability plan. So again, this is your one opportunity as we move to Mutual of Omaha to enroll into voluntary long-term disability coverage, regardless of if you're currently enrolled or not, without being required to submit evidence of insurability and apply for the coverage to be approved. Our last benefit that we make an election for through this enrollment process is the flexible spending account. ESS Clean will continue offering the FSA through BPC. You can elect an annual contribution via payroll deductions up to $2,000 in the year. And you can choose an amount that you want to put into the FSA either by an annual total or by a per pay amount, and it will calculate that out for you once you add this. So although you can add a maximum of $2,000 to your FSA in the plan year, if you only wanted to start with, maybe we'll just say, I'll put $500 in for the year, it will calculate and tell you how much that would be per pay, that will be payroll deducted. Or maybe you're looking at it and say, you know what, I think I'm good. I want to start contributing just $25 per pay. It will calculate how much that is annually towards your FSA. So you either choose an annual or per pay amount, save and continue, or you can decline the benefit and click apply. And that brings us to our enrollment summary page. This is arguably the most important step of the entire process, because if you do not click to sign, none of your benefits will be finalized. So this is an opportunity to review all of the benefits you elected to enroll into, how much it will cost per pay for those benefits, and also any benefits that you declined coverage for. Once you review this, if you determine that all of your benefits are appearing how you want them to, you can go ahead and click to sign right here. But if you review this and you maybe wanted to make any changes, you can go back to your enrollment process right here, go into a benefit, make a change. If you do make any changes, you'll have to click to sign. We'll go ahead and complete that. It gives you your final plan summary. And you can go back to your home page. So you will notice that now, since you've completed your open enrollment, you no longer have the outstanding task to go in and complete your enrollment. But because you have through Wednesday, February 22nd at 11:59 p.m., if if any time before that you did want to make a change to your open enrollment selection, you can go back into your Employee Navigator account, click Make a Change, either walk through all of the steps again to review, or view steps and drop down to the specific benefit. So you know what, I initially declined dental, but I want to enroll in this benefit. I'm going to select it, I'm going to add my family, we'll click Save and Continue. You can either walk through all of the steps again, make any other necessary changes, or just go back to your enrollment summary. As mentioned, because I went in and I made a change to my benefits, I must click to sign again to finalize my most recent plan election. If I don't do that, my previous benefits without dental would apply, but I just went in and acknowledged these updates and updated my payroll deductions and gives me a full list of my enrollment summary. Again, you will have your open enrollment process available to you through February 22nd at 11:59 p.m. We encourage all eligible employees to go in and complete your open enrollment as soon as possible. If you have any questions or you run into any issues, please do not hesitate to reach out to ESS Clean's HR team or myself, and we're happy to help. Thank you so much for your time, and you have a spectacular day.